Hello students, welcome back to My Concepts Academy. Here you will learn each chapter of the NCERT science textbook line by line. We are starting a new series for 10th standard science carefully designed to help you master each and every topic with in-depth understanding. So let's begin with the first chapter, chemical reactions and equations. Before we start, let's take a look at what we will be learning in this chapter using a mind map. This mind map will show all the main topics in one place so you can see what's coming up and how everything is connected in this chapter. It will help you understand the chapter more easily and follow along as we go. You can take a screenshot or a printout and keep it with you while studying. This will make it easier to remember the topics and help you while you revise this chapter. So let's begin with the first chapter, chemical reactions and equations. The name of this chapter is Chemical Reactions and Equations. In our earlier classes, we have already learned about physical and chemical changes in matter, right? In this chapter, with the help of some easy and interesting activities, we will observe what happens during a reaction. Based on the result and observation, we will find out whether a chemical reaction has taken place or not. Now, if a chemical reaction has taken place, the next question is, what is the chemical equation for that reaction, right? We will learn how to write a chemical equation that shows what happens during the reaction using symbols and formulas. But just writing the equation is not enough. We will also need to balance it so that the number of atoms on both sides of the equation is the same. Don't worry, you will learn how to balance a chemical equation in this chapter step by step. After that, we will move on to a very important part of this chapter. What are the different types of chemical reactions? This is something you must understand well because it forms the base of many other topics in chemistry. The different types of chemical reactions which we are going to learn in this chapter are combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, oxidation and reduction. And under this, we are going to learn the effects of oxidation reaction in everyday life, such as corrosion and rancidity. Now let us recall the difference between physical changes and chemical changes. A change is considered to be a physical change when the form or appearance of a substance changes but no new substance is created. For example, melting of ice, tearing of paper and dissolving salt in water. These changes are usually reversible. On the other hand, a chemical change results in the formation of a new substance with different properties. These changes are usually irreversible. For example, rusting of iron, cooking an egg, burning of paper. Now let us understand chemical changes better with the help of some activities. Now let's start our first activity, burning of magnesium ribbon. Take a piece of magnesium ribbon, hold one end of it with the help of a tong and heat the other end over a Bunsen burner or a spirit lamp. It starts burning with a dazzling light and produces dense white fumes. The white fumes on cooling form a white powder called magnesium oxide. This magnesium oxide is a new substance and its properties are different from magnesium. Now, can we get magnesium back from magnesium oxide by any physical method? Certainly not. Therefore, it is a permanent and irreversible change. Hence, it is a chemical change. Let's move on to our next activity. Take lead nitrate solution in a test tube and add potassium iodide solution to this. When lead nitrate solution is mixed with potassium iodide solution, a double displacement reaction occurs, forming a yellow precipitate of lead iodide, PbI2. In this reaction, the product is a new substance and it has different properties. Thus, this is an irreversible reaction and it is a chemical change. Now let's move to the next activity, the action of dilute sulfuric acid on zinc. When zinc reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, a displacement reaction occurs, where the more reactive metal zinc displaces hydrogen from the acid, resulting in formation of zinc sulfate and evolution of hydrogen gas. You will observe bubbles of hydrogen gas forming on the surface. The zinc metal will gradually dissolve and the solution of zinc sulfate will form. The reaction is exothermic, meaning it releases heat. You will notice the conical flask or test tube becomes warmer. As hydrogen gas and zinc sulfate formed during this reaction are new substances and their properties are different from the reactants, so this reaction is also a chemical change. With this, we are at the end of this video. We'll come back with the next video where we will learn how to write a chemical equation and how to balance it. Till then, study well. Thank you.